Welcome to On This Day, where we look back at the moments that made history, one day at a time. From major world events to the weird and unexpected, every date has a story. So, what happened on 5th of August? Let's find out. August 5th is one of those dates where history really shows its range. From groundbreaking expeditions and scientific discoveries to big political moments and cultural milestones, this day proves there's always something happening somewhere in the world worth remembering. Let's dive in and see what makes this day so interesting. Back in 1962, Nelson Mandela was arrested in South Africa. He'd spent 27 years in prison, becoming the global face of the anti-apartheid movement. That arrest was supposed to silence him, but it only made his message stronger and his eventual victory sweeter. In 1858, the first transatlantic telegraph cable was completed, connecting Ireland and Newfoundland. Suddenly, messages that used to take weeks by ship could be sent in minutes. It was the 19th century version of the internet, just with a lot more cable laying and no emojis. On this day in 1861, President Abraham Lincoln signed the first federal income tax into law to help pay for the Civil War. It was 3% on incomes over 800 days. Imagine that now. It shows how even wars can reshape everyday life in lasting ways. In 1884, the cornerstone for the Statue of Liberty's pedestal was laid in New York. While the statue itself was a gift from France, the pedestal was America's job, funded by donations from rich and poor alike. It was a true team effort that gave us one of the world's most famous landmarks. August 5th also saw Marilyn Monroe's death in 1962. Her passing at just 36 shocked the world and turned her into an enduring cultural icon. Decades later, people still see her as the definition of classic Hollywood glamour with a hint of tragedy. In 1914, the first electric traffic lights were installed in Cleveland, Ohio. Imagine driving before that. Total chaos at busy intersections. That first set of lights kicked off the long, colorful tradition of red, yellow, and green ruling our roads. On this day in 1963, the US, the UK, and the Soviet Union signed the Partial Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. It banned tests in the atmosphere, outer space, and underwater. At the height of the Cold War, it was a rare moment of agreeing not to blow things up quite so recklessly. In 1981, President Ronald Reagan fired over 11,000 air traffic controllers who were on strike. It was a bold move that changed labor relations in the U.S., sending a clear message about strikes, unions, and federal workers. Love discovering what happened on this day in history? Hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. August 5th, 1926 is the birthday of Toni Morrison, the Nobel Prize-winning author known for works like Beloved. Her storytelling shone a light on African American life with lyrical power, forever changing American literature. In 1966, the Beatles released their album Revolver in the UK. With experimental sounds and groundbreaking production, it showed they weren't just a pop band anymore, but artists pushing music into new territory. On this day in 1583, Sir Humphrey Gilbert claimed Newfoundland for England. It was the first English colony in North America, though it didn't last long. Still, it was the start of centuries of colonial ambitions that reshaped continents. In 1949, the Mon Gulch fire in Montana killed 13 firefighters, one of the deadliest wildland fires in U.S. history. It forced new thinking about fire safety, training, and how to respect the sheer unpredictability of nature. In 1984, Upper Volta officially changed its name to Burkina Faso, meaning Land of Incorruptible People. It wasn't just cosmetic, it signaled a new sense of national pride and a break from its colonial past. And in 2010, 33 miners in Chile were trapped underground when a mine collapsed. It would be over 2 months before they were rescued, but on this day, the world first learned of the disaster and began the long, tense wait for news of their survival. That's what happened on 5th of August throughout history. Made it this far? Drop your favorite historical fact in the comments. Learn something new? Hit subscribe and come back tomorrow. You never know what the past has in store.